end up listening to Hajime lecture us with a very summary of the case.
Are we not going to do that?
But there's no reason to waste any more time on this opening act. So I'm going to end this right now.
Do we play as Nagito and he puts all the things together?
Hey, what do you... First of all, by messing with all the clocks in the building, Gundam tried to lure only Nekomaru.
Oh my gosh, they're like playing the music and what the...
Broken by that point. Thanks to that,
And we just have to listen. I can't stop. I can't...
supposed to be the meetup point. So we tried going over to Strawberry Tower, just like we did when we found out.
Oh my gosh, it's playing the music and everything.
It's obvious he'd attempt that. At that time, we didn't know the two towers were the exact same place. Also,
Alright.
the button in Strawberry Hall wasn't broken, so he was easily able to enter Strawberry Tower.
Nagito is stealing our main character powers.
Gundam was waiting for Nekomaru's arrival.
Hold on. If Nekomaru didn't go to Strawberry Tower, what would the killer have done then?
Their plan was a balancing act of uncertainties, but even if they failed, they probably wouldn't have minded. They can just greet everyone the next morning as if nothing happened, and come up with a different plan.
That's true.
And without such a risky plan, they wouldn't have been able to lure him at all.
I'm going to continue summarizing the case, okay?
Yep. I didn't think that we'd be able to interrupt your summary of the case. I don't think anybody ever interrupts me.
Through this, Gundam successfully lured Nekomaru to Strawberry.
I guess he didn't fully unlock his main character powers yet.
The robotic Nekomaru. So by pressing the goodnight button, he rendered Nekomaru powerless without fighting.
Ooh.
Hold on! You... What did you just say? That I didn't battle?
What's wrong with that?
Don't mess with me!
Why are you mad?
Don't mess with me! I cannot ignore those words!
Why are you angry all of a sudden?
That's a good question.
You fools do not understand! You don't understand at all! Ha! You make me laugh! After all this time...
Alright, well, make us understand.
You don't understand anything at all!
I don't understand anything. What does that mean?
Yeah, please explain. I don't understand.
It appears I cannot finish just yet. Maybe I'm just a human destined for hell.
Oh, he said he's human?
I cannot finish just yet.
I think that's the first time he said that he's human.
I cannot finish!
What do you
intend to do?
Yeah, what do you tend to do?
It's obvious. I'm going to destroy your illusory assumptions.
Are you saying you still have more? You still have room to argue?
Your words. You said I pressed Nekomaru's goodnight button.
Uh-huh.
However, that button was on the back of Nekomaru's neck. To press it, I'd have to get behind him.
Okay.
It's not easy to get the drop on Coach Nekomaru. It's even more difficult if it's a one-on-one situation.
Just as I thought. Truly frail. Succumbing so easily to this simple movement. It was just a mere illusion. If you want to set me up as
That
a
is...
killer, at least surpass your own human limitation.
That is kind of interesting.
That's wrong, Gundam. You're the one who's wrong.
Such a wonderful line. However, I cannot say that I'm satisfied.
Okay. Why not?
Listen well. I shall teach you 2 tips for making someone admit their defeat. First, you must crush them with your own overwhelming power. And as for the other,
Yes.
you must provide a reason that will persuade that human.
Okay.
You have not fulfilled either of those yet.
Okay, but you are the killer. You're just waiting for us to persuade you in the right way. Guess you really don't want to admit it. Then, just as you requested, I will provide an argument that'll leave you no choice but to be persuaded. Alright, here we go. Let's just get a double check on the controls here. Yeah, alright, so we do have the reloading and the lock on right, and then the fever time. Okay.
I won't let you. For the Tanaka Empire. Wither.
Boom.
Just as David prophesied, I won't let
Nope. I got this.
you. For the Tanaka Empire.
See, I think I'm doing pretty good here. I'm usually alright at this.
Crushed as David prophesied.
Oh.
Show me the cadaver.
Boom. I have to really focus on the timing. Oh, apparently I missed.
For the Tanaka Empire!
Yeah.
Crush as David prophesies! I won't let you!
Boom. Nope. Oh, I'm missing some of the timing.
Crush as David prophesies!
Nope. Boom, 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 boom. Alright, there we go. Oh. I was like, what is happening? Alright, I don't need to reload.
Maru's back. Do you really think you can get behind him so
Four Dark Devas. Oh no, it's the Four Dark Devas. I had it wrong.
Crush as David prophesied! I won't let you!
Boom, boom, boom. Ba. Whoa, why am I missing so much?
Crush as David prophesied!
There we go. The Four Dark Devas. I didn't realize I was wrong. I thought it was gonna be like Four Dark Devas of Destruction, which is 5 words, but I thought it was going in that order. I didn't take enough time to read.
You didn't get behind Nekomaru. You should have been able to press the button on the back of his neck.
Wow, he uses hamsters to help kill. How could you do that?
As long as you have the power of the hamsters you keep with you.
Are you seriously saying
Yeah.
you use hamsters to press the button on the back of Nekomaru's neck?
I mean, it makes sense, and we've definitely seen the hamsters do stuff like that.
Of course it'd be impossible for a normal hamster, but it would have been possible for Gunny.
He literally uses hamsters to push an elevator button, right?
In fact, we saw that with our very own eyes, right?
Yeah. Emissary of Evil, in accordance with our ancient contract, the time has come to lend me your aid. Pursue Supernova Silver Fox Sandy. Yeah, was this just like training exercise to make sure that they knew how to push a button? Ah, press the button? Truly, this is the skyline limitation art of the Demon Mouse. Waha, soon the door of destiny shall open.
Now that you mention it, after Ibuki was killed in the music venue,
Yup.
one of Gundam's hamsters retrieved the piece of wallpaper from the baton lighting, right?
Yeah.
Hey, with your friends and their exceptionally smart brains, it must have been possible to secretly get one of them behind Nekomaru and press
Wow.
the button on the back of his neck.
That's so funny.
How about it, Gundam?
Yeah, is your argument going to be your hamsters aren't that good enough to do that? Because I don't think you have, I don't think you'd be able to say that. You wouldn't be able to make that lie.
Not just myself, but you actually brought up how splendid my subordinates are.
Yeah, we'll give credit where it's due.
I have no recourse but to admit it.
Oh?
Admit it? Did you say you admit it?
It appears I've obtained a one-way ticket to hell.
That you have.
Fine! Then you must trample me underfoot and advance. Victory can only be built upon a foundation of corpses. You cannot find peace without sacrifice anywhere. Now, trample this life. Trample it as though it were mere trash on the side of the road.
Alright, I guess he's out of arguments.
Pull the curtain strings of this worthless performance with your own 2 hands.
Oh, we still do this. Oh, we still get to do this. I thought Nagito was stealing our spotlight here. Alright, alright. Let's see. Set the, alright, so we got doorknob came off. We have, they did what to the alarm in Nekomaru's chest. I woke up at the door to Strawberry Hall got destroyed. Hamster and murder! Alright, so what do we got here? Who is in the lounge since early morning? So that's gonna be, Fuyuhiko. Probably. What time did Fuyuhiko know? That's Nekomaru just... Alright, then he sees this. Oh, right, put him to sleep and then carried him in. Sure, sure. That's gonna be the back of his neck, probably. The wire wrapped around Nekomaru's feet? That doesn't seem quite like any of these are the answer. The killer destroyed what after leaving the tower? This button? Yeah! Alright, then we got the grape thing. Alright, so this is probably gonna go over all the details of how this all worked. I'm just gonna wait to have it explained. Fake weapon left at the tower? No. Who gathered at the lounge? No. Why did Nekomaru fall? This? No. Okay. Alright, so that's gonna be a different thing about his alarm going off. Who heard the rumbling noise? Us? Yeah, okay. Oh, there's one that we missed. They did what to the alarm? We have the doorknob came off, and then we have hamster and murder. So, that wasn't that one. Oh, wait. The doorknob came off? There we go. Okay, okay. Let's see. We have... Alright, what is this one? Who gathered at the lounge? I don't think so. Let's see. What was a fake weapon left at the tower? I don't see anything with the hammer, which is what that's going to be. Alright, let's go back here. The wire wrapped around Nekomaru's feet. Hung the loop onto the doorknob. Yeah, this? Yeah, okay, okay. Let's go back a little further. Nekomaru's weakness is... Okay. I don't know. Oh, that's just going to be the back of his neck, I think. Right. What time did Fuyuhiko see Nekomaru? It's too... no. No. Who's in the lounge since early morning? This? Yeah, okay. Who set the lounge clock's alarm? Alarm set for 5:30 a.m. It's 2:40 a.m. right now. This one? Okay, that is the right one. Alright, and then we should be able to figure the rest of this out pretty easily. So right here, what time did Fuyuhiko see Nekomaru? Wait. It's 5 a.m. right now. Yeah, okay, okay. I was like, this is the last stock, right? Nekomaru's weakness is... base of the contact elevator. Oh, wait, no, maybe there's still another thing. Let's see, what else still needs to be filled in? Over here. No, that would be the hammer. Who gathered at the lounge? That one. There we go. Last stock. Here we go. Here we go. Alright, so we have the fake weapon being the hammer. And then we have the back of Nekomaru's neck being the goodnight button. Right here. There we go. Alright, walk us through all the specific details.
Let's first go over the many tricks the killer prepared before they committed.
The almost perfect crime.
First, they destroyed the contact elevator.
Okay, so first they destroy the elevator.
This separated Nagito and the others in Strawberry House from our group in Grape House.
Okay, and I guess that would make sure that Nekomaru didn't go in the elevator. I guess?
Next, they lured Nekomaru out by himself by turning back all the clocks in the funhouse by 2 hours.
Okay.
Additionally, in order to secure an alibi, the killer went to the Strawberry House lounge and set the wall clock's alarm to 5:30 a.m.
Uh-huh.
After finishing their preparations, the killer went to Strawberry Tower with the necessary tools in hand.
Cool, cool.
They obtained these tools from the Octagon, which you can enter once you clear the final dead room. This means the killer discovered the secret of the funhouse faster than anybody else.
Yeah.
That secret being, Strawberry House and Grape House are actually the same building.
Yup. All makes sense.
On the morning of the incident, Nekomaru woke up and headed over to Great Tower for a specific reason.
Yeah, I like that little Act 2 thing. That looks really cool.
There, Fuyuhiko, who was at the lounge by coincidence, witnessed Nekomaru.
Yeah, see, that's a strange coincidence. Also, it's kind of interesting that they didn't interact. Like, Nekomaru said nothing about, like, hey, Fuyuhiko, you going to Monokuma Taichi as well? Like, nothing like that. He just kind of walked, and that was it.
According to Fuyuhiko's testimony, that was around 5 a.m., but by that point, the killer had already messed with our perception of time. In actuality, Fuyuhiko witnessed Nekomaru at 7 a.m.
Fuyuhiko also looks like he's in, like, no condition to talk to anybody, like, at all, given this picture.
That's also the same time Monokuma Taichi begins. Nekomaru went to Great Tower to participate in that. However, because the contact elevator was broken, Nekomaru was unable to go to Grape Tower.
Yup.
So he decided to try going to Strawberry Tower.
Ah. Right, so it was inside the tower where he got attacked.
The killer was waiting for him there.
Because I was wondering, I was like, if this happened literally one floor below, how did Fuyuhiko not hear any sort of commotion going on downstairs? This makes more sense.
With the power of hamsters, they were able to press the good night button on the back of Nekomaru's neck.
The power of hamsters, indeed.
This forced him to enter sleep mode, rendering him immobile. From there, the killer began preparing to use the ultimate weapon. First, they set the alarm in Nekomaru's chest to 7:30 a.m. so he'd wake up.
Uh-huh.
Then they tied him up with a metal wire, tied the tip of the wire into a loop, and hung it on the doorknob.
Okay.
After leaving Strawberry Tower, the killer then destroyed the door button to Strawberry Hall.
Should have done a better job crushing the door, I guess, and have it not be able to be fixed by Kazuichi.
They did this to keep us from entering Strawberry Tower, and to keep us from discovering the secret of the building's structure that they used to kill Nekomaru. Then, they used the secret octagon passageway to travel to Grape House.
Uh-huh.
After arriving at Grape Hall, they pressed the button to open the door to the tower.
Ah.
When that happened, the elevator-like floor of the tower began descending. And Nekomaru's body was still inside, dangling upside down in midair from the wire.
That's such a cool setup. I really like this idea, just from like a game concept. Like it's very well thought out and very cool.
The killer entered Grape Tower to see if their setup was successful. And placed a hammer on the floor to look like the weapon, then wrapped a chain around the back door.
Ah.
This was done to make us falsely believe we couldn't enter the tower from Strawberry Hall.
Yeah, it's crazy that nobody was up in Grape Hall in the lounge, like seeing anything happening. Well, guess you wouldn't see it from the second floor anyway.
So they could craft their alibi when Nekomaru died from the fall. But something unexpected happened. Fuyuhiko, who saw Nekomaru earlier, was still at the lounge. As a result, the killer couldn't return to their room, and with no options available, time ran out. The lounge's wall clock alarm started ringing at 5:30. Well, actually 7:30.
Yeah.
To avoid a worst-case scenario, the killer was forced to appear in front of Fuyuhiko with the others.
Very unfortunate for him.
When the wall clock's alarm rang, that was also the same time Nekomaru was waking up. He woke up while he was still hanging upside down, so he couldn't help but sway his body powerfully. Originally, the loop of wire was only supposed to slip off the doorknob, but because there was a heavier load than expected, the doorknob ended up breaking.
That's crazy.
Nekomaru fell from the 4th floor all the way to the 1st floor.
It's also just crazy to think that the doorknob probably wouldn't have fallen out if Nekomaru himself didn't like loosen it up earlier, which is kind of unfortunate for him.
He crashed into the pillar, which decapitated him on impact, and died. The sound of Nekomaru's impact echoed throughout the funhouse. However, by this point, the killer's plan was about to fail, thanks to the broken doorknob and Fuyuhiko. Meaning, the killer is someone who wouldn't have heard the alarm if they were in the deluxe room. They also wouldn't have been able to return to their guest room, because Fuyuhiko was at the lounge.
Mm-hmm.
That someone is Gundam Tanaka. I can't think of anyone else but you.
Oh, very sad. Cannot believe he turned out to be a killer.
That was splendid. For a mere human, you did quite well.
Stop. Stop it already.
Oh, yeah.
Stop using weird words to avoid the truth.
Ooh.
Or I'll friggin' kill you myself! I cannot believe it. I just cannot believe.
Alright, now we might start getting some real stuff happening here.
You killed Nekomaru? I cannot believe something like that.
You don't wish to forgive me? Do you feel regret? Then finish it! Cast your impure votes for Gundam Tanaka! My beloved, deadly foes, let the voting time begin!
Yeah, I guess Gundam doesn't really care that much. He seems like, you know, he's been caught. It's like, alright, game's over. I tried. Wow. I'm really interested to see what this is going to lead to. If this was all truly just the opening act. If there's more we're going to learn about Gundam. If we're going to learn about anybody else. I really don't know. It was a B. Alright. Alright, well, we got our Mono coins back from using them to get out of the final dead room. So we've made up that loss there.
This result isn't all that exciting.
I disagree. I was very worried that this was going to end up coming back around to Nekomaru somehow committing suicide, which would have just felt not very exciting, only because it felt like the game was kind of teasing that in front of us the whole time. Like, oh, there's a statue of Sakura. Oh, all the killings are like adding up. But they subverted that and they actually gave us the killer, which I'm very happy about. Even if it sucks that Gundam's going to be gone. I can't be happy without him.
Now then, please pull the lever in front of you and cast your vote. Who will be chosen as the blackened? Will you make the right choice or the dreadfully wrong one? Please pull the lever.
What?
I bit my tongue.
Oh.
Important part.
I was like, what just happened? That was funny. I want to believe that actually happened when they were recording, but probably not. That'd be really funny if that was just like a blooper that they left in as like official dialogue. We got him. I did say that a guy was going to die and a guy was going to be the killer. And I mean, that much was true, even if I did not suspect Gundam, like, basically the whole time. That'd be bad if I bit my tongue again, so I'll speak slowly. Judging from the results, you guys were correct once again. Getting 4 in a row without any mistakes is a splendid achievement. That's right, the one who killed the robotic Nekomaru in the amazing funhouse was Gundam Tanaka.
Nice.
Yeah, I said all that without biting my tongue.
Now then.
Now that we decided who the killer is, let's do the execution already and get this over with. Hold on. It's true the class trial is finished, but that doesn't mean the incident is over. We can't finish yet until we hear it from Gundam.
Jeez.
No matter what he says, it won't change a thing. Well, I have no right to stop you either, so do whatever you like. Why do you want to talk to me? Why do you want to talk to one who is lost? The loser merely leaves. It would just be unnecessary for me to say something.
Listen well.
That's what I would like to say, but for honor's sake, I shall correct one thing. Correct? You guys said I made Nekomaru powerless without fighting him. That, however, is a great mistake. Huh?
Fine.
Nekomaru did fight, that is no mistake. And because he fought, he lost. And died.
Damn it!
Lost and died?
This, too, must be the will of causality.
If he was just trying to cling to life, there are many ways he could have done so. However, he did not allow that.
You.
What do you mean? Explain. Fine then, I shall reveal it all.
Let's make history.
Within the final dead room, I discovered the secret of the funhouse, and I devised a killing plan utilizing that secret. By tampering with all the clocks in the building, I succeeded in luring Nekomaru to the tower. And this is what happened. Ooh. Nekomaru and I were alone in the tower, standing face to face with one another. I should say I expected as much from Nekomaru. He sensed my subtle killing intent and instantly understood the situation. And we had ourselves a stare down. In that situation, if he wanted to run away, it would have been easy for him to do so. He could have run away or even called for help. But he did not turn his back to me. Instead, he chose to fight that risked life and death.
That is...
A fight that risked life and death?
Let me tell you.
He was serious too. He gave it his all to try to kill me. Ooh. So even if this didn't happen, Nekomaru would have killed Gundam and it just would have been the other way around. If I had died instead, the mystery surrounding the case would have been even more complicated. You would never know why I, the victim, went to the tower by myself.
I can see it.
Nobody would know that the victim, me, was actually the one who planned the whole thing.
Could it be?
Nekomaru really did that? Ooh.
Sensing even my subtle killing intent, as expected of you, Nekomaru.
The scorching, stinging, tense atmosphere. I've been a team manager for so long.
and nearly forgotten this.
Ooh.
This is great! What a comforting atmosphere! That's a great one.
You love your great lines.
So what is your reason? Do you intend to resolve this situation by killing me? I am the Warlock, Gundam Tanaka. Heroes, Lords of Darkness, and even the gods themselves flee from me. I do not cling to any trivial reason. I'm simply going to kill you because your very existence is an annoyance.
Really? That's why?
You'll drench your soul with evil until the bitter end, huh? Splendid! In response to your spirit, I shall kill you with all of my might. I won't go easy on you. Don't even think about holding back. Don't waste your breath on cowardly tactics. Give me everything you got. Nekomaru need I. Your blood will drench the foundation of my empire.
That is...
Why? Why did you fight? We were all friends. Why couldn't you stop this? Even if both sides agreed, it was still wrong. I will not argue. I have no intention of forcing my values upon you. However, I must say this. What's the point of living if you're just waiting until you finally die?
You weakling.
There's nothing courageous about that. That is abandonment, a mere feeling of resignation. Wait, you're just telling us to just wait until we starve to death? I'd rather have that happen to us than have our friends kill each other. How do you mean that you'd rather die?
Fall, my tears.
Ever since we were locked inside that building, everyone had been dominated by that feeling of abandonment. However, nothing is born from resignation. That is simply a reason to give up.
If you flinch, you will die.
Giving up on life, that's just an insult to life itself.
Let me ask.
Have you fools heard of the term dog-eat-dog? Cannibalism?
Fine.
In zoology, cannibalism is a commonly observed phenomenon. Many creatures at some point of their lifespan engage in cannibalism.
Listen well.
That is what it means to live. If you say killing for the sake of living is evil, then what would you call giving up on life itself?
I shall engulf this world.
If a world would consider that justice, then I will fight that world with every last fiber of my being. Giving up on life and choosing death is nothing but a blasphemy towards life.
I renounce you.
It is a violation of the natural order. It is the arrogance of humanity.
You.
Are you saying all that just to try to justify what you did?
But
It sounds like Nekomaru felt the same too. That's why they fought, right?
Damn it.
Ugh.
Fine.
That man had the courage to die when he needed to die. That is why he challenged me to our battle. Regardless, as I've already said, I do not intend to force my values upon you fools. I have betrayed you all, that is the absolute truth.
Fall.
But even so, don't you think it's a better alternative to slowly starving to death here?
Oh,
That belief is why you committed your crime.
you...
Hey, what about the final dead room? Did you do the Russian roulette too?
Let's make history.
Unlike Nagito, I only did it once, but compared to my battle with Nekomaru, that was mere child's play.
Well,
You know, after listening to you talk for a while, I'm starting to think that, well, it's also because you unexpectedly admitted your crime without much resistance. Gundam, don't tell me you didn't sacrifice yourself for our sake, did you? I'm gonna say, no, he had the perfect crime. He would have gotten away with it. If he was able to get back into his room, there was nothing we could have done to find out that it was Gundam. If he really wanted to be caught and sacrificed, he would have had way more slip-ups, I think. So I don't... Maybe after, you know, he saw that his thing was... that he couldn't get back to his room, maybe after that point, he changed his mind. It was like, it's not the worst thing if I die here. But I will not believe that was his only intention. I can't believe you would ask such a foolish question.
My name is Gundam Tanaka.
Yeah, just who do you think I am? I am Gundam Tanaka, history's greatest monster. My cursed existence is feared by all mankind. There's no way I'd sacrifice myself for the sake of you fools.
Fade like dust in the wind.
Not in a million, not in a billion, not in 10,000 billion years. In the name of pandemonium, it is impossible. Is that it? Then I'll just leave it at that. Now then, let's be rid of this foolish talk. It's about time the fun started. Monokuma, let us begin.
Yes, indeed.
Yay, got it. I've prepared a special punishment for the ultimate breeder, Gundam Tanaka.
Please wait.
This is just too much.
I beg of you.
Please, Monokuma, please help Gundam.
Huh?
Miss Sonia.
I beg of you.
How pitiful.
Sonia. An act as unrefined as stopping a man from going to his death does not befit a noble such as yourself. Gundam. It's fine to start for reals, right?
Fine.
Yes, I do not mind, however...
What is it, my four dark devas of destruction? Are you worried about me?
Aww.
Oh, my feared four dark devas of destruction is not like you at all.
This is weirdly cute.
However, there is no need to fear. In this world, I am only a temporary visitor. I was simply visiting for a moment, and now that my duty is complete, I must return to the darkness. That is why, until the very end, pride, conceit, courage, insolence, fearful of nothing, daunted by nothing. Let us laugh uproariously!
What a great character.
That is Gundam Tanaka! I shall stick with my evil until the very end!
So it doesn't really seem like any part of his personality was really hidden in the way that I was thinking that that could be the case. He didn't like let any sort of guard down to talk in any other sort of way. This just really is Gundam, which is pretty interesting.
Open sesame pandemonium! I shall fill hell with true hell!
Let's give it everything we've got! It's punishment time!
Now I'm just interested as to what this leads to. If this really was the opening act, is there a traitor reveal coming? I also have no idea how long until that countdown runs out on the island. That could very much be out. I don't know. But I was going to say, let's see what happens. Obviously, it was going to involve animals in some way. What in the world was that noise? That was awful. It's like part of the music. I don't like that. Oh, alright. At least the hamsters still get to be okay. Well, they kind of assisted in the murder, though. I mean, I guess they were just doing as they were told. That's not really an argument. Is he, like, doing a spell? Is he writing something specific? What? Was he a warlock this whole time? Well, seems like whatever spell that was didn't really help him that much, did it? Aww. Okay. What, then he gets lifted to heaven by these, like, animals? Because he was actually, like, a good person or whatever, maybe? I don't know. Gundam. No, no. I will say, my throat is very thankful that both Nekomaru and Gundam are gone. Because I feel like I didn't give anybody else, like, as harsh of a voice. Which is nice in some ways, so it's always silver lining to everything, isn't there? Even after Gundam is gone, the spirit of his parting words still linger deep in our chests. Don't give up on life. Did I misunderstand what he meant? Then what's the right thing to do? I don't know. No matter how much I think about it, I don't know if I'll ever be able to answer that. Damn it. I'm so pissed off. I need to throw something.
Damn it!
You all spent so much time worrying about each other, and thanks to that, things ended up like this. You're all full of shit, every last one of you. But the biggest piece of shit is me. Damn it, why am I so weak?
Oh.
It's such a downer, clearly. But still, even though we feel this way, we still gotta do our very best.
You are right.
This time around, we must move forward. We must continue to live and believe in our friends. If not,
You are right.
Gundam will most likely crawl his way out of hell, and I presume he will be very cross with us. You're right. You're right. We shouldn't just stand here. I mean, it's not like this is over. We still have to do it. We still have to finish this. For the sake of our friends who have died, we need to finish this once and for all. So, don't just stand there. Stand up and walk. Move forward. Live. If you don't, everyone who fought and died will have died in vain. We can't allow that. So, how long are you going to stand there, stand around chattering? The class trial is over, so it's okay for you to hurry back over to Jabberwock Island. However, the killing school trip will proceed as usual, so make sure you know that.
Wait!
Hold on. How much longer are you going to keep doing this? Seriously, how long is he going to keep doing this? How long is this going to continue?
Now then.
Alright, after feeling down for so long, I finally feel refreshed. Let's hurry back and eat some food.
Hey,
Hold on a sec, that mood shift is too damn fast.
It's not like that.
Well, you know, it's like Gundam and Nekomaru said. That's what it means to live, right? She's certainly something else. But seriously, I'm starving.
Hey, hey,
Then let's go back in for now and eat. And then after we're full, let's sleep as much as we want.
right?
And then let's do our best again. Yeah, you're right. Alright. With this, the class trial has come to an end, and once again, we return to Jabberwock Island. The size of our group has definitely diminished. But despite that, even if it was just the rest of us, we did our best to stay upbeat and have fun together. Of course, our optimism was only superficial. But at that moment, we were able to forget about the dark despair looming before us. However, the only thing I was worried about was him. He wasn't there. He suddenly disappeared from our sight. Nagito? Or... Yep, I'm definitely lucky. I never expected to obtain so many valuable things from a simple game of Russian roulette. Thanks to that, I was able to learn the identity of our true enemy. And before everyone else, too. But it's just too funny. I mean, no one could tell that I was lying. There's no way the file had just Hajime's information. Yeah. I don't think I ever verbalized it, but I definitely thought that he must know the identity of a traitor. Because why would that giant book only have Hajime's information? So he knows the traitor. I guess they were too busy with other matters. Or maybe they reached their limit? Regardless, I was saved. Unless he's the traitor? Things would get complicated if they found out. Anyway, unless we just found out that he knew, like, the information, I guess. I can't forgive this. So, maybe the final chapter is he tries to kill the traitor?
damn it.
This should never be forgiven. There's no way I can let this run loose. I'll be the one who stops this once and for all. Even if it costs me my life.
It's obvious.
For the sake of hope, I cannot ignore this. Or the final chapter will be he tries to kill the traitor, but the traitor kills him, so Nagito ends up as the last dead body, and then it's up to us to find out the traitor, and then that leads to the end of the game, I guess. What is this? Oh! Alright, Monokuma has arrived. To summon me.
Now then.
Thanks for coming.
What's this?
Why, it's the lonely little Nagito. Are you all alone tonight, too?
What's the matter?
So what's up? Your face looks scary. I see, so you can tell. Perhaps you found out who the traitor is? You know me well.
Whoa.
Is what I'd like to say, but unfortunately I haven't learned that yet. Oh, what? I see, so even you don't know, huh? Looks like the final showdown is going to take a little more time.
Hello.
So why'd you summon me anyway? Were you finally going to confess your love?
Hey,
I summoned you because there's something I really need to ask you. It's about the special prize from the final dead room. Oh yeah, what about it? There was information about 16 people in the file I received. But isn't that weird? Uh-oh.
Say what?
What's weird?
you don't even
Well,
know?
there's a traitor from the Future Foundation hiding among us, right? Including that person, the total number of students would be 16, right?
Isn't that right?
But this file contains documents that were created at Hope Seek Academy, right?
Of course.
That's right, I just reused the stuff that the former headmaster spent a lot of time making.
But
This file even contains information about the traitor. Was that person also a former student of Hope Seek Academy? Yeah?
Who knows?
Ooh, I wonder.
hey,
Could it be? Is this your doing? Did you slip false information into the file? Were you trying to keep us from learning the traitor's identity by obtaining this information? What's wrong with that? If it's my job to keep things up, it's okay if I do something small like that, right?
well,
That's not my point.
right?
My point is you already know who the traitor is. I mean, yeah. What's wrong with that?
You're getting all riled up.
Well, you're splendidly correct when you say I knew who the traitor was all along. But even though I know who it is, why do you think I ignored it on purpose? It's just like Monami after losing her magic stick. The traitor's existence means absolutely nothing to me. Their existence means nothing, huh?
No.
Well, that's just how I feel. I'm sure you guys feel somewhat different. After all, that person is the evil Future Foundation's lackey who's putting you guys through this awful stuff. That's not entirely true. I didn't really come here to fight or anything like that. Instead, I came here to offer my cooperation, you know? Cooperation?
Hey,
Your purpose is to fill everyone on this island with despair, right? That's why you're intentionally letting the traitor do as they please, right?
Yep.
Yep. If that's the case, I might be able to cooperate somewhat too.
Right?
However, in exchange, I want to know who the traitor is. I see. Interesting. Very interesting.
No.
Obviously, that's a big no-no. I mean, I want to make everyone in your group feel despair. That includes you, too.
Well,
Oh, I knew you'd say that. Besides, I just wouldn't be able to handle the sadness when you inevitably betray me later on. I thought you saw right through me.
you're right.
No matter what situation I find myself in, my core way of thinking will never change. In order to create absolute hope that shines brightly, stepladders such as myself in despair exist. You're right. You're a true believer of hope after all. I must say, that belief reminds me of that person for some reason.
Huh?
Reminds you? I don't know who you're talking about, but if someone as worthless as me reminds you of some other person... yeah, I mean, I would assume Makoto from the first game. It must be extremely unlucky. No, not exactly.
Like...
But you're just as unlucky, right? I mean, the fact that you're never even involved in something like this. Or that you're even involved in something like this.
Wow.
And I actually think I'm very lucky.
Say what?
Huh?
You don't know?
Wouldn't you say that coming across this much despair is a rather rare opportunity? I can't rely on anyone on this island. That's why I have to be the one who does it. If I can eliminate despair from this island, I won't be a stepladder anymore. I'll become true hope. I'll become an existence that could even be called ultimate hope. The two of you are like, you definitely remind me of him.
Hey,
Hey, there's one thing I want to ask you.
see?
Who are you waiting for on this island? Huh? Looks like I'm right again. You're definitely waiting for someone on this island. Is the person you're waiting for already on this island?
Hey,
Well, answer my question. If that's the case, if that person is already on this island, wouldn't that be exciting? I don't think I follow that. Interesting. Alright, so he doesn't know who the traitor is. Interesting. Where are we at here? We have 5 days left, okay. Interesting stuff. Probably enough for one last murder to go down, maybe? I don't really know if a full-on murder is going to happen or not. I mean, I assume this is going to be the chapter that sort of ends the game-ish. We're down to 7. It's a very interesting number to be at. But yeah, I'm not entirely sure if this is going to be as straightforward of a chapter or not, because, you know, it'll be the last one, as far as I'm aware. And yeah, so I am going to end the series of stuff here, and we will begin Chapter 5 next time. I mean, that was about as good of a class trial as I could have hoped for. I mean, I knew going in that there was definitely some parts of it that were going to trip my brain up. I still think there's little things I don't understand. Like, I guess I read too much into them mentioning that it doesn't feel like the elevator's moving, when it definitely was. It moved a lot, actually. And the whole octagon thing still didn't really make sense to me. But I think everything else was explained pretty well. You know, it's sad that Gundam, you know, was the killer, but I understand why he did it, and I assumed, you know, somebody was going to do something like that for similar reasons. And yeah, so I mean, just a really good chapter. This one really brought it back. I was a little disappointed there after the third chapter, the very ending of it anyway. And this one really was good. It had great setting, a great setup, a great mystery, good class trial, a lot of information that I think is probably going to be more answered more clearly here in the last chapter of the game. So I'm excited to march on and find out all the stuff. So hope you continue to join me on this journey, and I will see y'all next time. Until then, peace out.